So it's 3:21 in the morning, and I just had a dream that I wanted to share. I was at the park with my sister, and I was like, what'd you guys order me? And she was like, we didn't order you anything. We didn't know what you wanted. And I was so mad. I was so mad that I was like, man, I'm going home. And so I went home, and I was in this apartment building, and there were like huge windows. And I looked up and I saw 3 helicopters like coming down from the sky. And one helicopter like flew into the side of the apartment building, crashed in, and I balled up like in fear. And I saw the other helicopter crash into the apartment building, and then a helicopter crashed into a totally different building, and that building toppled over and off the cliff. So I balled down in the ball, and I'm like trembling. I'm like, Lord, you're coming back. You're coming back. Please, you know that I'm with you. You know that I'm yours. Please let me into your kingdom. Just don't forget me, Lord, when you're coming back. I know you're coming back. And then I started thinking of the words that I was saying. And I opened the door and I started screaming to the people, everybody was outside. And I was like, Jesus is coming back. He's coming back. Jesus is coming back. Get right in your heart. Get right in your heart with Christ. He's coming back. And the lady, she was at the top of the stairs, and she was telling everybody, calm down. Shh, I can't hear her. She was like, what'd you say? I was like, Jesus is coming back. And she was like, oh, girl, please. And everybody else just was like, please. They didn't care. So everybody just started moving normally, and I took off running and going further. And I was like, listen, Jesus is coming back. He's coming back. You got to get right in your heart. And nobody was listening. Nobody cared. So then there was this old couple sitting there, and he was really decked out. He had on like a button-up red shirt with a vest and a big hat and like some shades, and his wife had on a red dress. And I was looking at them kind of intensely because they were a little off. And so I said to them, I said, listen, Jesus is coming back. Get right in your heart. And my little girl, she ran to him and she started hugging him. And he looked up at me and he said, oh, baby, I don't believe in him. And I grabbed my daughter and I was like, you're Satan. And it was just hitting me like just Satan just sitting in the midst of people. Like the people didn't even care about Jesus and just didn't even realize that Satan was in the midst of them. And then there was this parade that was coming. It was like 7 people, and they were holding a big sign that says Jesus is coming back. And I read, as they got closer to me, I just read the sign, and I was like, Jesus is coming back, and woke up.